Welcome back. Hi. I haven't done the blueprints in a while. I've done a lot of playing of Lingo lately because as I record this, I caught myself up just because I wanted to. It looks like we're reaching end game of that. So I wanted to make sure that I knew what I was doing on any given day. We're building up quite the allowance. We have 16 coins now to start off. Ooh, and I have a package waiting for me. I missed this. One sleeping mask and 2 gems. I'm kind of ambivalent about the sleeping mask, I have to be honest. But I'm not going to turn my nose up at any gems because that's one of the things that we keep running out of. It's occurred to me that there's a number of things to do in the house. I haven't looked at the answer to a safe in I don't know how long, but we also haven't encountered anything that tells us what to do, so I don't know. Toolshed Hovel Trading Post. The trading post might let us do things later, and now we have some idea of things that are worth doing in the trading post. So, although I don't have a reason to use it now, it would do things later. On the other hand, we have the sleep mask. We know that we can generate, we can generate steps more easily in order to be able to avoid using gems, except we have more gems today. No, not the hovel. Let's do the trading post and give ourselves the opportunity to do some of that stuff. We will not go in to conserve steps. But now, actually, hold it. Hold it. Sleep mask. I'm going to stick with a sleep mask. What can I trade this sleeping mask for? Oh, and the car keys. Okay, the sleeping mask. If I were to trade it, I'd get the salt shaker. Which adds steps when you eat stuff. I'm going to say no trade to that. The sleeping mask gives you steps in bulk. The car keys would trade for the compass. That's a trade I want to do. The secret garden key, we want to open up the wall in the secret garden to see what's there. And we also have the silly thing in reverse. We also are looking at this and saying, maybe there's something to do with this, that we could light this fuse. Because I'm betting this is what Denny Ravain's note in his journal was talking about. We can start straight away with the reading nook. Yeah, let's do. Pick up a key. And nothing on the table. It's going to be the library. And I think last time, magnifying glass. Hey, that's one of the things that we need to build the fuse lighting thing. That's good. And we have volume 5 of the drafting strategy guide. Here we go. The death of drafting. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house room by room, and suddenly everything's going smoothly. Suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion, and it is imperative that you draft a hallway, or else your design will have no hope of further development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exit, and even fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of dreams, and the death of plans, the death of expansion. In short, they're the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath their morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of drafting strategy, we will delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft to discover once and for all if there is any life beyond the dead end. Is this a special edition by Brenton? Lingo 2. All the death. No exit strategies. A dead end is any room that lacks another door by which to exit. It is an understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms while drafting your house as they limit your available paths for growth. However, seasoned architects quickly learn that you do not want to completely ignore them. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting and ignore all other factors, but every house needs some dead ends. Each dead end room an architect drafts removes that floor plan from the draft pool. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. The key is to figure out a way to draft your dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead end room on the rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this and helps you pick up some extra resources before continuing to higher ranks. You don't say. In general, you should be trying to develop every open slot in your house before moving north, which is absolutely the strategy that we have adopted. As foreboding as a black-bordered floor plan may seem, the tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward strategies centered around dead ends. This floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds and is considered one of the outer rooms. As such, it can be drafted at the very start of the day, allowing architects to know immediately whether their strategy should be focused on dead ends or not. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Orindian architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of dead-end architecture. The 8 Aegeran angels of that early era are scattered throughout the tomb's chambers, are a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when employing a tomb-centered strategy, as you will likely be making several visits here throughout the day. A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amassing enough steps to allow for return trips to the grounds, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great rewards, and we're told that the chimney sweep is Vea. Okay? Grounds for termination. Tomb isn't the only dead end you'll find on the grounds. There are a total of 8 outer rooms, which are rooms that are draftable outside the house. These floor plans are unique, not only in where they can be drafted, but also in that they are floor plans that cannot lead to the expansion for the rooms, making them the perfect candidates for dead ends. They're also able to be drafted at the very beginning of the day, which allows architects to plan out their strategy with greater precision and purpose. For example, on a schoolhouse day, architects will prioritize acquiring gems to pay for the extra classroom floor plans, whereas on a hovel day, they'll spend their focus entirely on getting lots of extra steps. So the hovel used to be home to Denny Ravane. The tool shed can offer a shovel or a sledgehammer. The trading post, if you have something valuable to offer. Right. The root cellar, most of the vegetables and fruits obtained from the locals are preserved in this subterranean cellar. Shelter. The purpose of this, of course, like the root cellar, is preservation. It's the preservation of people rather than food against fallout, radiation, and red rooms. Okay. The shrine. Oh, here we go. The last outer room floor plan with a function that isn't as straightforward as the others. Just what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? The shrine is a space of reverence, a mystical cavern filled with the glow of candlelight, and those that show respect and pay tribute are blessed by the unseen forces that guide this world. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days and are bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made an offering of gold. The type and duration of blessing can differ depending on the amount of gold given, but the more gold you offer, the longer the blessing will last. Oh, so it doesn't matter what you get. That's random. Okay, the Tinkerer, when you draft a mechanical room trigger your current experiment. The Berry Picker, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a random floor plan from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. Interesting. For each different type of spread that you do today, add an extra dish to the dining room? Type of spread. I don't know what that means. The Blessing of the Gardener, add 8 courtyards. Blessing of the General, after you draft a red room. If you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, gain 5 gems. The Monk, if you call the day in a room on your estate, you'll draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. Oh, bizarre. The Dancer, pay a gem to spin. And the High Roller, we're very familiar with the High Roller. Oh, interesting. Top 5 dead ends. The Attic. If the tool shed is good, the attic is really good. Yeah, we like the attic. The study. Really? Study is likely the most powerful room for the experienced architect who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. Or solving chess portmanteaus. I don't know what that means. Huh. Coat check. We know what the coat check does. Hovel forgoes gems. Secret passage. Secret passage counts as a dead end. Okay. The dead end contest mail-in sweepstakes. 19 dead ends in a day. Can you beat his record? Aha! Put 20 or more dead ends in a single day, and you could win 200 gold. And the trophy of the sweepstakes. Oh, wait a minute. Fine print. Eligibility. Dead End Contest Sweepstakes is open to legal residents of Fenares who are at least 12 years of age, employees of Drafting Strategies, its affiliates, subsidiaries, advertising and promotion agencies, and their immediate families, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. To enter the sweepstakes, players must draft rooms in a single house during a single day. Any number of rooms may be drafted, but only dead end rooms drafted during that day will be counted toward the dead end tally. If it exceeds the current record of 19, participant is considered a winner. The cash prize has an approximate shop value equal to 200 gold, paid out to the winner of the sweepstakes in a check equal to the prize amount. Has an approximate shop value of 30 gold. The trophy is not composed of real gold, but features a gold-like coating for decorative purposes. The winner will be notified and receive their prize by mail no later than 5 days after obtaining the record. Check the mailroom for the delivery. Got it. The odds of winning the contest are not very promising. The architect who set this record was very, very good at drafting, but best of luck regardless. Okay. Is that everything? No, it's not. Word from the editor. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. Okay. Okay. So, that's another way to get a trophy, and we want trophies to know what the blue tents are. Okay, off towards the wall. Ooh. Clock tower. We're not filling in that corner. But don't you want to know what the clock tower is? I mean, the bookshop we kind of want. But clock tower. Is a tower. So that's the hour hand. So it's like 12:20. And then, oh my gosh. This is the clock that looks out over everything. Well, we got a metal detector. We have a ladder, but we can't seem to interact with it. It's a black rook. It's just a bunch of great gears and machinery. Oh dear, southward I see a swan. Ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westwardly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth, and down the left-hand side it says sacred. And then I have 2 artifacts here, but I can't seem to do anything with them. Yeah. All I can do is look at this piece of paper. Now it has the Arindian symbol on it. That symbol that got that kid in class in trouble. This clock says that it's about 1:30. Do they all agree? No, they don't. This one says that it's about quarter after 10, as does that one. So is this one just stopped? Huh. Can't do anything with these things. This clock has its gears engaged. That one does at the top. No, this just puts me in here. So I can't get around to that other thing. How bizarre. This clock is stopped at 1:30. I mean, could that clock down there, possibly the one that's on the floor downstairs, could that say 1:30 if we tried hard enough? Ooh. Yeah, it could. It absolutely could. If this is the bottom of the clock, that would be 1:30. Pardon me. I'm struggling to figure out what the point of this room is. Boy, I wish I could look at that. Once more. Southward I see a swan. Ashen like sands of the shore. Carried by westerly winds. Rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow. Dark are the days coming forth, but that's spelled wrong. That's the wrong forth. That should be F-O-R-T-H. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the north, carried by westwardly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. I mean, it has directions, all 4 directions, south, west, northeast. sacred. The last letters are N, E, S, and W with a couple of H's. I wonder if that's coincidence. This makes me wonder if this is something I need to do down that elevator. But I don't have anything to do down that elevator. Okay. So I'm gonna go back into the house. This pendulum does not seem to have anything on it. Okay. There was something to that. I just wish I knew what it was. Okay, let's try hitting the other side. Planetarium, observatory, utility closet. Let's do the utility closet. And no point in doing anything else, because it's never a good time for the utility closet. We'll try to go around it this time. And we'll hit the foundation up. Spare bedroom, den, commissary. I like the den. Maybe we can. Bedroom, guest bedroom, drawing room. Let's do the bedroom. Storeroom, chapel, veranda. We will listen to Architectural Digest, and we will put in a storeroom. Get stuff. A key and a gem. Back to the den we'll try. Corridor, hallway, courtyard. Let's make it the corridor out of these three. Parlor, gymnasium, secret passage. The parlor. Wind-up key. That did not make this go away, so there's a coin in the corner. There are 2 true boxes. There are 2 empty boxes. This box is empty. Okay, so this feels pretty simple. There are 2 empty boxes. This is absolutely true. If this is true, then these 2 are the true boxes, which means this is false, which would mean this box would not be empty. I would have a solution where I know where the gems are. Fine. If this is false, then there cannot be 2 true boxes, which also means that this box has to be false. Either way, this box is not empty. It has gems in it. Simple. On we go. Back into the, ooh, what keys do I have? The secret garden key. Are we ready for the secret garden key? That might be a clue to go back and fill stuff in. This door. Oh boy, the boiler room. Let's give it a try. Now, there really isn't anything we can do here other than just try opening the door and praying, because I don't have a way of forcing... I kind of do. I could go back to the parlor, open that door, and hope. But yeah, it's not looking great. Come on! The mechanarium? Does the mechanarium? Oh, the archives do. The archives has ductwork and would give us more opportunities to try. But it's also going to ruin the rest of our play, and anytime I've done the archives, it has not gone well for me. Not happy. So not happy. I think I want to look at this book again with new eyes. So we'll push this out of the way, but... began using Marigold as a pet name to free herself from the political associations one might make with the Sinclair family. 86, never considered herself a success. My son was the one who actually got me to start writing. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, The Red Prince, was based on her son, that's us, and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that reviewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Now, we've seen the closing cutscene that went with the credits, where no, she very much wanted Simon to fall in love with Blue. And it feels like this whole thing is part of that. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were two of the 36 names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them as a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people on Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility, the Children of Black Water, Ruffington Press, Red Ruffington Press. Oh, maybe that's what they became. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were dropped. Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. After the arrest of Caleb Manning, her mentor, friend, and confidant. And then this cut very strangely. No traces discovered of Cinca Eras, but search continues. The 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. We've seen a couple of references to the 100 Bells Tea Room. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. One of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. By the time the militia had arrived on scene, the burglars had vanished. An official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced. Among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries. The theft may have been politically motivated. Okay, well, we have better understanding of that situation now. Oh! Well, we kind of want security for that door. That's not going to help us. We have one more chance. Terrace, furnace, archive floor plan. That costs 1 gem. Let's say yes to this. It's the courtyard. Okay. Workshop, East Wing Hall. Let's do the workshop. Trying to remember what the thing is. Battery pack. I still have not gone and looked at what these letters do. Big old gear. Maybe that's for the clock tower. Let's see if we can build anything. There's the burning glass. Oh no! It was these things. Okay, So now that we've accomplished this, we have a very specific set of rooms that we want to hit. We want the chapel, at least. There's stuff outside as well, in addition to the trading post. Blessing of the Gardener. Add 8 courtyards to the... Oh, right. That's why. Okay, so that did not waste the courtyard, really. I'd forgotten all the craziness of the last episode. Okay. Chep. Didn't even have to finish the word. Okay. Ignite. Ignite. The Keeper of Tithes. The chapel's resident guardian, tasked with the sacred duty of keeping the money accumulated from chapel offerings. Break the keeper or not yet. The Keeper of Tithes can only be broken once. Are you sure you want to break him now? No, we are not sure. Okay, but we know that this is a thing that happens. So now the question becomes, does that thing stay up permanently? Or do I have to put this contraption together again? Okay. Look at all that space to fill in, actually. Yeah, if I can fill it in and not have to deal with that at all, great. The pool. And let's try the other door. Secret garden key. So now we have the secret garden. We have the workshop. We have the battery pack. We need the sledgehammer and the handle in order to... Oh, hello. Gem. We need the sledgehammer and the broken lever to be able to get the power hammer to open that up. We have 49 steps. Let's go do the other side and see if we can't get security and open that other door. Okay, we'll use a key here. Precious, precious keys. West Wing Hall. Let's see. I wonder what this archived floor plan is. Whatever could it be? Do it. Oh, look, it's the coat check. Now, we're not ready to do that yet. But we can put this contraption away because we have not had an opportunity to do the vault. Okay, what am I going to do? Because now I got a bunch of things I could try. We are going to try a couple things outside, I think, with this burning glass. Because Simon is finally going to get to light some fuses. Oh my god. Okay, we get an upgrade disc. We get a ton of cash, which I think we're going to take. There's a note. Kristoff, here's the rest of your share. 40 gold from the moonshine shipment we made last week. This may be the last batch for quite some time, as I feel it is no longer worth the risk, especially given Anne's continually increased suspicion. But I do need to ask another small favor of you. Next week, when you take the bear into town, if you can fabricate some excuse to delay your return by an hour or two, I would be much beholden to you. Signed, Denny. So is that when he broke into the office? Okay. Let's try trading things. I mean, we're here. For the compass, sledgehammer, trade. Because we're one step closer to getting power hammer. Sleeping mask is something dumb. I mean, the upgrade disc, never in a million years. Ooh, 4 ivory dice. No trade. Because, yeah, that's all that we have. So now we just need the handle. So one of the other things, this may be a very short run in the house. It's kind of a shame that we got that money today, because we may not get to spend it. I mean, if we can freeze our assets. Sure. This is boarded up. We've not figured out how to do that yet. There's another, yeah, over here. There are torches. You have found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add the tunnel to your drafting pool? Always draw a tunnel when drafting this room. Yes? Scripps and Rudford Mining Company, Excavation Department, Foreman's Log 621 from 1918. The complete manifest for all the excavation equipment has been rigorously checked and delivered to the upper branch. After tomorrow, the site will be sealed and all remaining hardware will be packed up and transported to the original access tunnel for long-term storage. It's unclear if they will also seal that tunnel after our crew has left, but I suspect they may want to keep ready access to the gear, especially now that they have begun operations on the East Mine. A month ago, I believed that the discovery of gemstones in that cavern was directly linked to the closure of this site, but now I'm not so sure. The Baron doesn't seem the type to value shiny baubles over history. I don't think there's a way up and over. I just pressed space as though I was jumping in lingo. The only other place that I can think of off the top of my head that has those is in the basement somewhere. Let's go down here. I don't think there's... We're not going to lose very many steps doing this. I don't know that there's anything. But we haven't looked down here in a while. Maybe something has changed. Maybe something has opened. This is the other clipboard. Log number 3 from that same sequence. I cannot light the lanterns. Okay. Is this going to be the same thing where I missed the door to the chest thing? No, that's that. There's this room with all the chests. Fine. There's another sealed door there. And there's this. So no, nothing else to do. Nothing to light. I don't think there's anything over here worth doing. So why am I going there? I don't know. Okay. Let's head back into the house. Now we're down to 23 steps. And we don't have a lot of house. And also, we want to make sure that we put the burning glass into the coat check. To get there, you need to get to the entrance hall. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. And you need to have an extra step. Because if it takes 5 steps, that's not enough. Okay. So, to get to the pool, say, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. 7 back. We are pushing it. But the secret garden should have put food throughout the house, and we haven't been looking for that. if there's fruit just lying around waiting. That'd be nice. Okay. Actually, we don't have to go back to the entrance hall. What am I saying? Because everything off the entrance hall is a dead end. We have to go back to the foundation. We have more steps than I said. Okay, so the archives, the issue... Oh, Apple. There's one. Okay. The issue is that there's an electronic door. We've powered it off. We just need to deactivate it in security. Another apple. Fantastic. Okay. Plank. So then 2 doors here, 2 doors in the secret garden. Let's try the pool. Let's do laterally first. We did it. Guest bedroom, hallway, archived floor plan. I kinda don't care. It's another courtyard. We have a sledgehammer. This gives us an extra key, which I am very grateful for. And more money. Okay, more lateral moves. Secret passage, mechanarium, archive floor plan. This is a terrible place to put either of these things. So we want this to be a dead end. Did it place the tunnel? It did. This is wacky. Okay. Okay. So, congratulations, tunnel? Okay. That is perhaps the single worst draw I have ever had in this game. Okay, I have 16 steps. We're going to count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to get there. I've got 5 to spare. Mailroom, commissary. Getting a new package from the mailroom. This was why we did this, was that we'll cycle faster. Locked. We're not going to, because we also have a second opportunity to put something in there through the secret garden. And I think, hello, I think we can, but we have the opportunity to try to do a little something, and we have to walk into the chapel anyway. Okay. And the apple that's sitting out there helps us even. Can we get into this room this way? No, we can't. But I'm only opening 2 doors, I think. Haha, the casino. Screw that. Observatory, sure. Not going in. The other thing that we want is we need some place that we can actually put this disc in. I don't know what happens if I'm carrying a disc on me and it goes away. Is it going to go back to the trading post? Is it going to sit on that barrel again and we could pick it up whenever? I don't know. Archived. Aquarium. That's not helpful. The aquarium is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can walk in. There is nothing here available. We can open 2 more doors. We can open 1 more door. Oh my gosh. No. Okay. So, why are we on 19 steps? Oh, sleeping mask. We picked up more steps because the aquarium counts as a bedroom. Okay. But in floundering around like that, here are the things that we've done. We've sealed up the house because I don't have access to a key. So we're going to make a run and we're going to put the burning glass into the coat check. So all these things that nearly happened. On the upside, I don't think the archives actually screwed us. We want to check an item. Okay. You already have an item checked. I've never actually done this. Retrieve an item. Okay. Check an item. The burning glass. Okay. And 8 steps. Can we get out to the trading post? We will not get to trade anything. Yeah, we're calling it a day. Okay. Mount Holly Garden Villa of Tomorrow. 2 new rooms. Those are the clock tower and the tunnel. Did we actually get 4 tomorrow rooms? Oh yeah, I guess we did. The coat check, the mail room, and the planetarium were all tomorrow rooms. Boy, I have to say, I wish I knew what the point of the clock tower was, unless it was just to emphasize the word sacred meant something. I don't know. So that was a very weird run. But we did something rare. We made the burning glass. We used that about as effectively as I think we could. But yeah, really needed security to show up, and it never did. Darn. Okay, but that's the end of today. I'm going to exit. This might end up being a weird highlight reel. Don't know. We'll have to see how the next one is. But for right now, I'm going to save and quit. And just in case this is all we do today, thank you for watching. And once again, please do comment to tell me how you think I'm doing. And we will see you again. Next time it will be probably Lingo. Until then, goodbye.